Sent for football amidst the Cincinnati snow. And we're off and running at Paycor Stadium. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy of so many. Nothing seems to bother them other than some injuries that unfortunately have ended seasons early. When he's on the field, timing, the anticipation, the precision with which he plays, he has very few peers.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Let's give it the game here to Chase Brown. Oh, it is so tough to build momentum running through the snow. They're on him before he can even get back to the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44.
No question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or what make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches will really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First down carry for Brown. And tough to run it just how he wants to amidst these elements. Defense on and behind that line of scrimmage.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
All right, here we go. Second down. Burrow from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. For the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough third down.
And they were in their defensive meetings this week. That's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down.
Let's get set. Right in.
Here he goes, third and long. Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. All right, this is a little bit odd. I think in most spots we'd expect to see them decline the call, take the lost yards and down.
All I can think of here is they've got some extreme confidence, maybe hubris in their defense to make a similar type of play, but just tack on even more negative yards lost.
Done.
Third and long, here's Burrow. On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So on fourth down, Bengals calling on Ryan Rico for the punt. That's Miles Price back deep for the Vikings. The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And they're brought out by the 10th pick of the 2024 draft, a national champion at Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
All J.J. has ever done in his career, no matter where he's been, is win. And there is something to that. I know at times it's hard to measure how much of it was him, how much of it the people around him. Most importantly, just ask his teammates over the years. They love playing with him. That is a characteristic that's important, and I don't think talked about enough, Kate. Do your guys in the huddle want to play for you? Do they believe in you? Everywhere J.J. has been, he's lit up that huddle, and success has followed.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. Zach Taylor decisive. He's got the challenge flag out there.
The previous play is under review.
We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
The second look confirms that initial call. Zach Taylor's challenge unsuccessful. Second and 3 now. Now McCarthy. Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Barrett Carter. And the Bengals take over after returning it inside the red zone. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Here we go. 180. Wait.
Burrow out of the shotgun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they face second down.
11. Here we go.
On the keeper, it's Burrow. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be third down.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. Third and long for him here. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Miles Price. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. They threw the interception on their opening drive, Brock, but that's right from their memory as they head back out now.
Yeah, it's got to be, right? When you throw that pick early, you've got to flush it. The defense helped with that, holding that offense on the other side to just a field goal and giving this offense now some hope as they take the field again.
Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10.
Let's go.
First carry here for Aaron Jones. Space past the 35. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Offense up to the line fast.
First down. A gain of 26 yards. First down, Vikings.
And they're going to throw. No spike. Trying to catch him off guard. This one's to Hawkinson outright. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
This is Mason on second down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, hey, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Jefferson brings it in on the slant. And he's down to almost, nope, actually going to give him the 30 here.
It's a gain of 21.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. The Bengals are out in front. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And he's going to manage about 3 there before the defense gets to him. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
McCarthy throwing here. Quick slant to Hawkinson. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Has his man. It's Addison. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a second quarter lead. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Now McCarthy and the Vikings getting all set for the 2-point attempt.
The Vikings will line up for
They want to run it across. And the 2-point try is good. He reaches the end zone and gives them a 5-point lead.
8. Bengals 3.
Every once in a while, we don't have to confuse this game. Simply beat the man in front of you. Carry the ball over the line. Rushing football at its finest.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35.
1st and 10.
Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. And last drive left them in a little bit of limbo, Brock. They were happy to leave with points, obviously, but not happy that they had to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown.
Coaches love to say on offense, let every drive end in a kick. Bronze medal's a punt, silver medal's a field goal, and now they're going to be striving for that PAT, the gold medal. I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
11 MP. Tahan. 180.
Here's a design run. That throw is snuffed out. Didn't really have a chance, and they're going to back him up for third down.
QB runs could be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
11. 180.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. Vikings bring pressure, and they got him. A couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
You know, when we watch the Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10, because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
So as they face 4th down, on comes Ryan Rico to kick it. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And he sends it up amongst the flurries of snow. Takes this in at the 25. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. The Vikings and their QB J.J. McCarthy returning to the field on offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Finds the in route complete. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Offense in a hurry up here.
And the Vikings, 1st down.
Oh, they faked the spike. They're going to throw. They aren't fooled by that fake spike. They kept charging and got there to take him down. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
One of the biggest adjustments for quarterbacks going from the collegiate level to the NFL is the blitz package. Each and every practice leading up to a game time, you are spending so much time as a QB, as an offensive group, and as that O-line trying to figure out a way to stop these blitzes. That time, the offense, the O-line, the QB, nowhere had an answer for that defensive pressure.
Give him 5 on that play. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 6. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Sit tight. More from Paycor Stadium on the other side. Six yards to go here. It's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and they hit. Knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to find Justin Jefferson. So that brings up 4th down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He's snapping to McCarthy. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Burrow to the air now. Vikings get there. They're going to win this round. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line.
brings up 2nd and 17. At the
He'll
30.
throw this from the gun. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
From the gun on 3rd down. Vikings bring pressure, and they got him. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
The Bengals send out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He has it at the 33. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
At the Bengals' 38-yard line.
The Vikings with a football here late in the half. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. It's Jones on the toss. Man, it is so tough to build momentum running through the snow. They're on him before he can even get back to the line.
You know, we love to talk about corners. Those corners that both love to tackle and cover. It's kind of the same thing with these defensive ends. Most of them love sacks. They love rushing the quarterback. But those that run down a toss play like that, they separate themselves from others.
Gave away a couple on the 1st down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Completed right side to Addison. He works it down to the 37. Stopped by the 1st rounder from Texas A&M. That's Shamar Stewart.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
So a 1-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen in Orlando, where it almost never snows. These 2 teams dealing with a light dusting, and that's expected to go on into the 2nd half. Who handles it better? Let's go back out to the stadium and check in with our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott, and welcome back to the rest of you as the snow continuing to fall here ahead of our 2nd half. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Ty Felton here to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Out come the Vikings for the debut possession of our 2nd half. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the 2nd half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every 1st down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Fits it through the middle. Rolling into enemy territory. A lot of mess on the move here. T.J. Hawkinson. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a T.J. Hawkinson touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olson would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. Extra point is good, and this wintry weather. And the Vikings push the lead up to 12. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Return starts from the goal line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Wide in.
Burrow setting up the play action. Vikings get there. They're going to win this round. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push them back for 2nd down.
On 2. Gun. Dot.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Vikings bring pressure, and they got him. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
All right, up to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And this will come from just inside his end zone. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. Well, Brock, it only took them one play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
2nd down carry for Jones. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. McCarthy to throw it. Connecting on the slant. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So first down from the 41. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Goes right back to Jefferson. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Looking at throw, McCarthy. Taken in by Addison, left side. And this is only going to be a small gain to the 42. Dax Hill up for the stop. There's a 2nd and 6 coming up.
Second and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Again, McCarthy to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson, and that means third down coming up. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
He is down to the 30-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
First down.
And they'll throw this instead, trying to catch him off guard. And they aren't fooled by that fake spike. They kept charging and got there to take him down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up. Here on second down. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Offense needs to shake off that sack in a hurry as they get ready for second down and 13. A give to Mason. Find space for a few yards that time. Chris Jenkins Jr. there on the tackle.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Here he goes, 3rd and long. To the right, hauled in by Jefferson. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So we're through 3 here. The Vikings hold both the football and a solid lead as they try to close this one out. So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Reichert connects there. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
Those 3 points make a comeback that much more difficult. Now 2 touchdowns got to be scored, and that 2-point conversion, that's a job really well done.
Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. On the return, this is Piran. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead.
Let's go.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
2nd and 15 at the 15-yard line.
After the sack could really use a big play here on 2nd down. It's 2nd and 15. Burrow from the gun. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And hopefully they'll have some better blocking on the next play because that was not good. Brings up 3rd down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. He's got it deep downfield. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10 now. It's Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down.
Here we go. 180.
3rd and long for him here. That's complete to Gesicki outright. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. 1st down from the 42.
And the Bengals 1st down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Running back motions right. 1st down, Burrow to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Looking quickly here.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
At the 50-yard line.
Play action now, Burrow. He's in trouble and gets brought down again.
Gotta go.
Dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long. Here's Burrow. And he puts him air under this one, right side. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
what is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch a college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference, and that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Desperation time here on fourth. He's loaded another one up. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Here we go. Set. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. Go.
Counterplay, Jones. Oh, it is so tough to build momentum running through the snow. They're on him before he can even get back to the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14.
Ready.
Jones once more. Now he's past the 25. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings make it a 3-score game in the fourth. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. He saw that running lane pretty early. You could tell. A quick burst got him to it, through it, and then into a foot race down the field.
And there's the challenge defensively. With a group that has this much speed and athleticism, you're late for just a second. You lose your eyes for just a second, Kate, and he is gone once you touch the second level.
Record there to tack on the extra points. And the Vikings grow the lead now to 22 points.
Bengals 3. Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Bengals take over first.
Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And they've really been smothered by that defense all game. Not just on the scoreboard, partner. Any yards at all. They've just been tough to come by.
Yeah, just hard yards. Just hard. Just no rhythm really throughout this one. Let's give some credit to that defense who has just had their number from beginning to end.
On one, ready?
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Wide 80. Stop.
Here's Brown to start the drive. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
Gotta go.
And goes to the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Give on 2nd. It's Brown. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
5-yard gain on the play.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Bengals trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard.
48-yard line.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Here we go. Wide 80. Wide 80.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Burrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs.
Stop.
3rd down, give to Brown. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. 1st down now, ball at the 33.
Let's get set.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Looking to throw, Burrow. Catch made by Chase Brown. And this one doesn't go far. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and
Burrow to the air now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
180. Raise up. Start. Start.
On third down, here's Burrow. Skips it short of his man. That brings up fourth down.
So many coaches love third downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards.
On 1, ready?
So the task gets tougher. They're setting up for fourth down.
Here we go. 11, Tom. Turn.
Desperation time here. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up first and goal. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Sticking in the air, and it's Burrow. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Well, looks like the defense got a little too excited there. That's going to be a penalty. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. So from a bit closer, another try here at second and goal.
Here we go.
They'll work against the blitz. From the pocket, they want him again, and he goes down again.
Here we go.
Working quickly here.
It's a loss of 8. Makes it third and goal.
On third and goal, here's Burrow. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again.
Hey, we got to keep scoring.
Offensive line fast.
A loss of 7 yards. It's fourth and goal.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And a completion not in the cards on that fourth and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with none.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. And this one, just a formality till the clock runs out. Only one timeout remaining to stop it. Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Off his back foot, he hooks this one. It connects on the deep shot. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast.
48-yard line.
Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. And they'll have just one left to burn now. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. They're going to pass it here. Downfield. He's got Hawkinson. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. Now the Vikings use their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid Watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
And this won't be caught. The clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. So that brings up second down. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's third down. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And they were playing against the elements as much as they were their opponents, and overcame both of them to secure the win here in the snow. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings emerge as winners as we say so long from Cincinnati.